Hi everyone, I have next to me the Canadian opening batter, Aaron Johnson. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
So you started off your T20 campaign with a boundary in the opening game against the US. Then fast forward to the game against Pakistan, you hit, I think, back-to-back boundaries to Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Yeah.
I think you hit a boundary to NASEEM Shah in his opening over.
Yeah.
And then a 6 to Haris Rauf as well.
Yes.
So talk to me about this mindset, this high-risk sort of attacking approach that you have with the intent of being aggressive, you know, just despite or regardless the opponent that you're facing.
To be honest, you just have to. My mindset is about trying to be different, and a lot of people try to play things safe. I do believe in taking risks because, you know, with great risk come great reward. And
Sure.
yes, sometimes people can say you're a bit reckless, but again, that's the difference, right? Rather than just coming out looking to survive. And I have a philosophy that the best form of defense is to attack. So that's my way about it.
I've heard you say that you have great admiration for Dhoni. Now,
Yes.
Dhoni has said that for him, as a finisher, if he's calm, that puts pressure on the bowler. Do you think the same applies in the top order as well?
Yeah, I think the same apply with everything in life. You know, once you're calm, people, they're not sure what you're thinking,
Right.
what's your next move, and that way you are in the best position to make a clear decision. So yeah.
Now, what do you think is the role of the captain, the coach, or even the management in letting or giving the freedom to players like you to kind of go out and do your thing? Like, I wonder, what are the conversations like between you and the captain or the coach just before you step on the field?
Oh, well, one thing I can tell you, it's never a situation where I'm in pressure when I play what some people would consider a reckless shot.
Yeah.
You know, I can take you back to Bermuda when we played against Bermuda the qualifier,
Yeah.
and we lost that game badly. And I can tell you the talk in the dressing room, I made 1 from 6 balls, and the talk in the dressing room that I was not aggressive enough. So fast forward in the next game we played, I made 47 from, I think, 15.
Yeah.
And that was the approach they wanted me to take. And then the next game I managed to make 100 from 40-something balls. So again, you know, it's high risk, but it brings some form of reward, not only for myself, but for the team. Because if I, as an opener, play in that manner, then even if I am out, then the opposition have it in their mind that the team is coming to play. They're not only looking at it like Aaron Johnson played that way. They're looking at the team. This is the way the team want to play. Something similar to England and the way they play their cricket.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's where the cricket is going. So I have to remember that I'm playing in a team and it's not only about me. So if the team want me to play this way, I must play this way.
So how would you describe the entire World Cup tournament and the experience that you had and obviously the Canadian team? What did that mean to you?
Well, for me personally, it's a dream come true. I've said it more than once.
Yeah.
And in terms of the team, I think we went all together as a team, knowing that we had to show the world what Canada has to offer. And I think individually, with myself included, we have some good performance, but I think overall as a team, we represented ourselves well.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure this will do well for kids coming up, you know, like, you know, we're presently in the GT20 and a lot more homegrown fans. You know, it's nice for when you walk to the game or, you know, when you're coming off the bus, you see a lot of kids calling your name, saying hi. This thing gives you a lot of pride to know that you have represented the country very well.
Yeah. So you mentioned GT20. So you're playing in the Brampton Wolves franchise. How is it like opening with David Warner? I mean, out of everybody, this must be an experience.
Again, it's a dream come true, you know. And these are things you have to take in strides, right? And as you say about the World Cup and then fast forward into GT20, I heard that I'll be opening with David Warner. I'll be led by David Warner. And as I said to you, when I was a child growing up, or even in my early 20s, late teens, I used to wake up and watch Test cricket in Australia, you know, and to watch David Warner play, and know this is something you could never dream of. You never dream would have happened, you know, for you to be on the same wicket with him. And not only that, when you get to play with these guys and then you get to see how humble they are, how down to earth they are. And not only that, but how much they believe in their style of cricket. It's like, be you. Once you are you, everything will take care of itself. Yeah,
that's wonderful. Like you mentioned, showcasing the Canadian talent through this way and then having them have the opportunity to work and play with international players is just great.
Yes, it is a massive thing. And as I said, like last year when I played my first GT20, You know, I always speak about this, someone like a Chris Green, another Australian. I remember playing one game. I think the third game I got out cheaply, 50 something like that, but I did hit a few boundaries. And when I sat in the dressing room and think to myself, oh, I gave my wicket away, I felt someone touch me on my shoulder and said, good intent. So that give you that confidence that this is the way you should play, right? It works sometimes, it doesn't work sometimes. What are you going to do? You just need to trust your ability, trust your process, and then things will
fall into place.
Simple. Well, for me, it's never a thing of having a bad tournament. It's always how I get through these situations is that, so if someone is an accountant, they go to work, say 8 hours for the day. They have the entire day to make sure they work out everything properly.
Yeah, true.
You know, at the end of the day, you balance your books and everything, right? If you're a manager, you have time to call someone in a meeting, work out something, make a decision together. As a cricketer, you have that ball coming at you. Less than a second, less millisecond, you have to make a decision. So it's about trusting your ability. You don't have time to say, okay, this bowler is bowling this or is bowling that. You have to watch that ball and you have to react to the ball. So, and you have to, find a way to understand that this is your God-given ability. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if people are critical about your skills, why they don't come and do the job? If they were good enough, they would be doing the job. So you have to find, it's a way for you to find that self-belief, mental strength, to know that I was good enough today. And be harsh on yourself sometimes, but also learn to appreciate yourself sometimes, right? I've gotten to this level because I've been doing well. So if you need to go back in the, like a training and work on some stuff, go and work. If you need to go to the gym and work, go and work. It's only going to pay off in the end.
Now let's talk about the ODI. So Canada is going to be traveling to Netherlands right after, right, to play Netherlands and the US. And now we have a new captain, Nick Curtin, who's going to be leading the squad. What can Canadian fans expect from the Canadian team, considering they've done pretty well in the previous league qualifier game so far?
As a player, as a national player, one, as you said, get an opener, one possibly in the first game I could be facing the first ball again, right? So I need to take things that we have been taught from the last coach, the previous coach. And yes, we have a new coach, so he has been in the system for the last year and a half. Most of the players have been in the system. So again, we are professional. So we must stay on the same path and look to build on the things that we have been taught. And I think the onus is on us as national players. We are public figures. We are role models for the kids. We are ambassadors for the country. So we just need to find a way to keep doing good things and great things for the country.
What about your mindset, like switching from T20 mode to ODI? Is there something different that you do tell yourself? Or?
I would only think that I'd watch the ball and react still.
Okay, it's funny, everyone that I've asked this question, they always say that it's the same.
It's the same.
My job's the same.
Your job is the same. It's just like, again, probably it's just that you're playing 20 over cricket and now you're playing 50 over cricket.
Right.
So you have a longer time in the field, you have a longer time to bat. So, and for me personally, I have a longer time to be relaxed. So just be relaxed for a longer time and then you'll be okay.
So what's your favorite format then of cricket?
I do love Test cricket. I don't think I'll ever be able to play, but I've been doing better in T20 than ODIs, and it's a personal goal for me to do as well in ODI cricket as I'm doing in T20, because again, a lot of kids, they look up to me. I know that today I did an interview earlier this morning and the presenter said that people see me as a Canadian legend. I know I'm not a legend yet. I want to be a Canadian legend. I want to be a legend in the cricket.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much for having me.